This is a how-to video on how to make a fire.
Okay. So, the most important thing, you open the flue, this handle right here, pull it forward, and that makes the flue open. Just push it back to close it, but you wouldn't close it until everything's empty. So, you pull this forward, and then if you notice these logs over here, these are relatively bigger, and these are skinnier. So the bigger ones, I like to just put on the bottom. Put those in first. Maybe put a few more. And I'm not really worried about the air getting up through. And then towards the back, you want to put some sort of starter. These things work well for me. These are the Weber. So this will go in the back right here. And the reason why it's in the back is because you get a lot of smoke when you first light the fire. And if it's towards the front, it'll come out the top right here and make the whole room smoky. And so we put it in the back. And the next thing we do is layer in these. I've actually got, this is my overkill method, but it works. So these short pieces like this are good for laying this way, so they don't stick out too much. And then I look for just my skinniest pieces to go on top of where that starter is. So I'll put these in first. And that starter is going to light these little pieces. And notice that they're towards the back. And so what that allows us to do is quickly get flame and push the heat up. Because when you first open the chimney, it's going to be cold. And when it's cold, the draft isn't really going up. So again, you get like a smoky room. So the whole idea is get as much flame and as little smoke as you can at first. So you need these little guys. And eventually the little guys will burn and turn into hot coals, and they'll drop onto these big logs on the bottom. And then those will catch. And then you can just like put these bigger logs in. I usually like to do it in pairs because one log will burn the other log. The heat from one log will heat up the other. And so if you put them in pairs, they just burn down better. But you don't want them too far apart because then they can't heat each other up. But you don't want them right next to each other because then there's not enough air going through. So just a little crack. So I'd like put, I'd put like 2 in like that, and then I get 2 more and crisscross them a little like that, and then 2 more like this. So now they're just like crisscrossed. You can get airflow through. And basically I would just keep putting in logs like this as the fire burns down, and you can keep it going as long as you want. So there's a bunch of logs like this in the driveway, and if you just keep putting them in pairs, you'll be fine. You can keep adding it. But the key is starting it with these little guys first. So once I get a layer like this, I'll grab in 2 more like this, put them in, and then I can make another stack. And this is a little bit of overkill, but it's foolproof. When you light that white cube in there, then these will light up and get the fire going without any smoke. So like, where's the lighter? And I like to use this. You just push your thumb in, and while you're pushing that in, you pull the trigger, and you'll have like a little blue flame. And this can reach into the white cube. So that's pretty much it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.